Have you guys, whoever posted a video, or perhaps you were just watching a video, ever look at a comment section of a video and realize that it was completely full of bots? And if you don't know what a bot is, I'll explain in this video. I love to look at people as a brand. I like to dissect them. I like to figure out, what are they getting at? What is their ploy? What is their strategy? What tactics are they using? And one of the things that I've noticed is that the tide has changed for your friends Meghan and Harry. So I posted this video the other day, and I noticed in my comment section, I immediately had bots showing up. So let me give you an example. Meghan and Harry looks so in love in 2023 Invictus Games. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle pack on PDA as they celebrate the Duke's 39th birthday at Invictus Games. This is from Fox News. I'm only showing you a couple, but there are dozens and if not hundreds of articles writing and saying glowing things about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Now, while nothing is wrong with that, I want to point out something. So we all know that Meghan Markle was under a lot of heat, her especially because she recently signed with WME. And if you don't know who WME is, they are a powerhouse agency firm or team that handles A-list celebs. So they're the ones that manage your enterprise, honey. They get you all of the brands. They get you to work with people. They team you with people. So you see all the photo ops that you see of her? Those are all managed by people on this team. So we all have noticed that Meghan Markle has new people surrounded around her, right? And lots more photo ops, as we saw her at the Renaissance tour, you know, hanging out with all kinds of celebs, Kerry Washington, all sorts of people, you know, just really looking the part of a possible potential A-lister. Now, I want you to know, Meghan Markle is not an A-lister. She did not come from A-list Hollywood. She came from B-list Hollywood. She had a show called Suits. She was just an actress. She was not somebody that was at the top echelon of her game, not Nicole Kidman or any of these major A-list celebrities. By marrying this young man, she managed to push her way up the ladder. And I want you guys to understand something. When I do my videos, it's not to take a negative approach. It's, like I said, to dissect what the hell are these people getting at and what are they trying to get at. And if you watched any of my videos about Meghan and Harry, I personally believe they are two of the biggest hypocrites on the face of the earth because they travel in their private jets, they live in their multi-million-dollar home while they want you to live in a little tiny RV or a tiny little tiny house, as they call it, tiny houses, all right? They live in a multi-million-dollar mansion and drive around in very expensive SUVs. But they're not the only ones that do it. So this isn't a slight at Meghan and Harry. It's just to prove that media's perception of these people will always try to point you into the direction of trusting and being guided and saying, this is what we need to look up to. Two good humanitarians. Now, Harry did do a good job by creating the Invictus Games. I will give him that. That's a very good thing that he did. That's not Meghan's bag though. She didn't create that. That was Harry's doing. Do you guys remember years ago, Cambridge Analytica, that firm that did all kinds of horrible things with stealing our data through Meta, through Facebook, and then Meta had to pay out huge money in a lawsuit? I mean, it was a huge lawsuit. But I want you guys to understand, technology is not always going to be revealed. They're not going to tell you what they're doing. There's no reason a company like Cambridge Analytica would have come forward and saying, hey, just so you know, we're taking your data and we're doing X, Y, and Z with it, right? Knowing. There's nobody that, unless they get found out. And here's my thought process on this. I believe, and this is in my gut, and this is in my feeling, once Meghan Markle, once she signed with WME, and obviously Netflix paid her $100 million for whatever, God knows, right? Once she had all these big deals and these big people now got their hands in stuff trying to work with her, what the hell do you think they're gonna do? They are going to make sure that the product that they have looks good. And that means hiring companies that are like marketing firms to make her look great. And how they do that is with technology. And if you don't believe me, just check your comments section. It's filled with bots. It's riddled with bots. I know this because I block them. The minute I see a generic comment from a person that has 0 followers or 0 friends, it lets me know that that is a bot. Even better yet, some of them have even gotten fancier with it and decided they're just going to put a couple images and make it look like it's a real person when it's not. And then the comments are like completely opposite of what I would think a normal person would say. In a normal video, if you don't have a comment that actually makes sense, you should probably refrain from commenting, because people are going to more than likely think it's a bot. They're going to think you're not a real person, because nowadays we cannot tell. And I don't want bots on my page, so I block as many of them as possible. Real viewpoints, and that has something enlightening to say, because if it's not enlightening, I mean, I'm not really trying to work with you. So the comments that I've been seeing are things like, I love Harry and Meghan. That's it, period. Or Harry and Meghan are the best, period. 0 friends, 0 followers. So I truly believe, this is what I believe, they are trying to make sure they, meaning quote unquote Netflix, WME, and all the powerhouses that operate behind the scenes for these two to make money off of them, want to make sure they have a good image. So they're going to get all of the newspapers, all to make sure everything looks great with Harry and Meghan, even though we know better. Look at this face. That guy doesn't look like the same guy that used to run around smiling, grinning with his brother and sister-in-law. And here's the other thing that I want to point out. For all the Meghan and Harry lovers out there, you realize these two have not seen their family, right? In years. This one, I don't know, but this one for sure has not seen her dad in years. And here's how I know. Watch this video of Thomas Markle pleading to see his daughter and to see his grandchildren, all right? Mind you, the man is almost 80 years old. He's had a stroke. He could possibly have another stroke. He didn't do anything so severely wrong that she can't forgive him. And they haven't even seen their cousins or any of their family members. That's not, to me, that's not strange to you guys. Like, I don't know who you guys grew up with. I'm sorry, but it doesn't freaking make sense. I don't care how much hate you have in your heart for someone. If you can't forgive them, something is severely wrong with you internally, and you need to go do some shadow work. And if you don't know what that is, go look that up. But you need to go get some help mentally, because there's nothing worse than a person that is a hypocrite, in my opinion. Hypocritical people are the worst. Own up to your bullshit. I own up to mine all the time. If I do something wrong, I am quick to say I did it wrong, I messed up, move the hell on with my life. But you don't sit there and say, oh, I can't forgive my dad, but yet you want to be forgiven because of whatever your wrongdoings are. Watch this video and tell me what you think.
I still haven't seen my grandkids, and that's it is about. I want to see my grandkids, and I think King would like to see his grandkids as well.